Hello and welcome. I'm Inverta Umbra, and this is Dwarf Fortress Canyon Daggers. So, come back. This is pretty much all filled up, fortunately without losing any dwarves. I won't say it's a personal best, but I have lost dwarves doing something similar to this before. Not this exact same plan. In fact, how I lost dwarves is how I came up with this plan. Once this entirely gets filled, which could take a little while, I'm going to go ahead and seal that off. I've already seen the magma crabs and don't want to deal with them. This is mostly dug out, and I've already got things slated to be how they're going to be. And it looks as if people are starting to move stuff down. What the heck is Kudzinite? Rough gemstone. Oh. Color is fuchsia. It's kind of valuable. I don't know. Is that more or less valuable than some of the other stuff we've dug up? I could not actually say. Well, we'll be sure to encrust it on something. It'll come in handy. So we have cleared out the little pit we had there. Oh, and I did want to build, is it J? V? Yes, V. So we're going to put 2 dogs in there to kind of guard that particular area. And I want a downward stair. Right here. I want this not to be dug. Actually, what's right below? And I want this actually not to be dug. And I'll explain that in a little bit. But that's something I will have to deal with. Hopefully I remember to explain that. And alright. And that will be for future barracks use and fortress defense. In fact, I'm just going to explain it now. So I'm actually going to channel this spot out, and I'm going to remove pretty much all the ramps from here. And the reason for that is I want to make this into fortifications. But if enemies are right up against fortifications, they nullify the defense bonus that the fortifications give. So if I make it where you can't stand next to the fortifications by channeling it out, then butternuts, then they can't get the advantage of that, and I need to figure out a different way to let's handle the channeling out, and I will further plan that defensive setup. We have struck rose quartz. Actually, is there some raw rose quartz I can look at? Ah, I think he got it too fast. Yes. Kind of wanted to take a look at that. So, is this the... This is the Kunzanite, and it is worth 60. Are there any other gemstones we're going to be mining through? I guess it's not terribly important what that's worth, but I've never seen that gemstone before. So I am just a little curious about what its value is relative to other materials. Alright, rose quartz I think this is? No, almandines. It's the same. Actually, I think the other one was lighter though. Oh. Well, that'd be something I'll look into in the future. Now our dwarves are handling some of our defensive measures. Alright, and I want to create a tunnel through here. This will allow the dwarves to get back up after they remove these. And I just kind of do that. Dwarves should be able to get to the little area there. Alright, yeah, I think that'll work. But again, I still have that feeling. I have that feeling that we're not going to have any neighbors. Which in some fortresses would be good, but that takes away some of the fun Dwarf Fortress style. Alright, also, I probably didn't mention it, but I have gotten these smelters and things set up, so we can go ahead and just be like, hey, this, smelt all of it. Gold, smelt all of that. And copper, smelt all of that. Just to get rid of some of that stuff laying around on the floor. Granite and basalt. Okay. Ooh. This was something I did notice earlier. Our drink stash is getting rather low. But I have since established... I did not mean to build a fishery, actually. Remove that. Go ahead and brew those drinks. And then... Maybe we should have seen if we could have bought some plump helmet spawn. Oh well. That is going to take forever to get full. I did slate a lot of trees to be cut down, and that's mostly because I have heard that multi-level trees, one, help cause some lag, but two, I actually saw some of their leaves falling into the volcano, so I'm pretty sure that also does not help. Alrighty. Now, if it turns out there are no enemies in this area, we will simply have to go deeper, and I should prepare for that. this floor will lead to our living area. In fact, we can go ahead and start digging that out. And then from there on, I'm going to set up a checkpoint, and we're going to go... How did you get stuck in a tree? What tree are you stuck in? Is that you? Yeah, it is you. How did you seem to have figured it out. Alright. Okay, well, I guess you figured that one out for yourself. And smooth that out. I think we only have one stone detailer, and I don't believe he's a Datin. But he is getting right to work, so we'll see how that turns out. And I need to set up hotkeys for quickly traversing through these levels, since this is probably going to be more of a stacked one on top of each other fort than it is a sprawling fortress, just because it is a micro fort. It does seem to be alright, I guess. You gotta fell the other trees? Can I cancel? And then... Okay, there we go. Yeah, it looks like he's getting right on those. Oh, and... this gentleman right here seems to have already gotten that smoothed out. These guys are working pretty fast. Oh, okay, the mayor also has that same labor, or the expedition leader. I don't think we have a mayor yet. No. Alright, what's our stockpiles looking like? Alright, we're good on drink. We've created some wealth. I think it's about time we started actively producing some stuff. We want this to be sand. Do I have a clay spot? Can you actually get it on top of... No, okay. I might need to dig a little bit further. In fact, let's just go ahead and do that. And get into some clay. I don't know what I will actually do with the clay, but maybe I can make some pottery or something that will work for the fortress. We'll get away from that nasty elf-like wood. See what we got down here. They started digging and then stopped for some reason. Maybe they are eating? Looks like, oh, one of them is a smelter or furnace operator, so they are smelting some of the copper and other ores. Well, I suppose. Yep, so far just copper bars. I guess this is ready for... Since this is going to be stone will be on the side. So one mason's workshop right there. We'll not have one in the middle of the hall. Maybe I could have planned this a little better. Mason. I'm just going to have to do that. And then Crafts Dwarf's workshop. Now a Carpentry Dwarf's workshop. A couple of them. A bowyer. And so the rest of it doesn't need to be as precise. Leather works. Can go right there. Clothier can go right next to it. Jewel crafters. I think that should be it for the moment. I may make multiples. Ooh, actually. A loom is another one I need to have made there. So I get some of our idle dwarves up and moving. So now that this is starting to be dug out, once we get down to the final floor that this gets to, we're going to have a checkpoint that probably goes back to the south, and then living space is going to be to the north. I think I can get everyone's living space up there, but I also do need to make a dining hall. We have struck more Kunzanite? Kunzanite? And that's where it will go to the south. To the north. And to whatever Great Hall. And I think I'm going to stop the episode there because the next little bit is going to be me planning out how I want to lay out those 3 different areas. But the longer it goes on without us even seeing a goblin thief or cobalt or any of those, cobalt, not cobalt. It makes me think that we're probably somehow in a peaceful thing, and I did not look at that as carefully as I should have. But it just means we're going to have to go find our own fun. So for now, I'm going to continue on laying some plans out, but thank you for joining me. I'm Inverted Umbra, and this has been Canyon Dagger. Have a good one.